Hey guys, welcome to another session of FFBE Global. So yesterday I closed my Demon Rain 7-star and I want to do a feature video on him. Solo attack on attack of Gilgamesh. So the original Gilgamesh. This is in 7-star meta. This trial is actually way too easy. But I just wanted to show him just countering. And he could complete all missions technically. Defeat it with a limit burst if my counter doesn't kill him first. Demon Rain should be able to kill him with a limit burst. Party of 5 or less, no problem. Of course, no items. I'm banking on that. So let me go without companion. I'll quickly show my Demon Rain here. So obviously we do have Diabolus with Man-Eater since Gilgamesh is a man. I have Deathbringer on him for extra Man-Eater, and he can buff his own Man-Eater. I think it's 50%. So he has a skill available on turn 5. Increase attack and magic by 150%, 3 turns to all allies, including himself, of course. And then increase physical and magic damage against humans for 3 turns to all allies. Of course, that includes himself. I have Dark Aspirations. This is Knight Deleta's STMR with a 50% Man-Eater, and he has Man-Eater Plus with 75% Man-Eater. The Buster Style and Sworn 6 Pride Dark for his for max attack. And 922 defense is not terrible. Infernal Armlet on himself because it's his trust. He has his trust ability, of course. The trust ability isn't as important, but it has an auto heal of 1800 HP per turn with MP recovery. But mostly it's for the 50% defense and spirit. And these are his TMR passives, his TMR trust ability. And then also increased equipment defense and spirit by 30% when you're single wielding a weapon like here. So that's why he has 922 defense even without that much defensive materia. And of course, this is my best helmet I have for now. Obviously, best in slot would probably be Gilgamesh's Gilgamesh helm, I think. Gilgamesh's STMR. And then this is probably could be swapped out for like Veritas of the Flame or Veritas of the Dark's STMR for a very strong heavy armor. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. And Martial Glove to finish that. He has a innate 150, I think 150% TDH after you enhance his double hand ability. So anyways, let's go and let's do this. Let's try this out. I want to feature it because he's a really cool tank. So he can be built with extremely high HP and defense. I would say almost as high as Wilhelm, which is pretty beefy. And his single target provoke is a 50% damage mitigation, not reliant on an LB. Arguably, Wilhelm's LB fills pretty fast too, but you can get his 50% damage mitigation on turn 1. But that's enhanced, his enhanced provoke. Which makes him very, very strong. I'm going to do this right now. So he's going to do a mana wall on the first turn, and he's going to buff himself, his defense and spirit, and I'm going to keep it that way. Otherwise, Rain will kill him way too quick. So first turn here, I'm going to use defend. So this is the one I was talking about. After you enhance it to +2, it is a 3-turn provoke, just like any standard provoke that we have in game. But it has a 50% damage mitigation, which, like I said, it is very, very incredible. Most tanks, their provokes are 30% damage mitigation. And this is almost as good as White Knight Noel's provoke. And because Rain also has passives to be able to counter all of Gilgamesh's status ailments, this won't really affect us too much. Oh man, we're gonna kill him way too quick. We're gonna kill him way too quick. As you can see that he's gonna use Bushido Freedom. Wait, I just realized something. I don't have safety bit. I don't have safety bit. I was all excited. Yes, we need safety bit, otherwise he's dead. And I can't re-raise himself. So yeah, it's over. It's over. I already lost. Oh, feels bad, man. Let's do Ignite. I see it. We'll come back. We'll come back. Yeah, there you go. This is the instant instant death. RIP. There you go. Oh. Feature. Yes, very well prepared. I remember now. I did swap out that Martial Glove with the no need to rewind. It's fine. It's a feature of Demon Rain. You know, we gotta do it. I think. Yeah, hold on. Let me swap it in. We just need safety bit here. Of course, he's gonna lower his attack, but then that's also why he dies so fast. 1 second here. We'll quickly put on safety bit. Obviously, he wouldn't really benefit from Genji shield because his passive is all based on him being TDH. So Hold on, let me find it first. What? Oh, right here. Got it. Okay, there you go. That should be everything I need. Yeah, that's good. Let's try it again. What? Right hand column. Oh, thank you. Sergeant Corey just told me right hand column. Okay, so yes, that's what you need. So anyways, he has innate passives that basically Gilgamesh, at least the original one, does do confusion. And I mean, it doesn't really matter if you don't have a full team. So even if he does confuse me, it doesn't really matter. But Demon Rain does have innate passives that can is resistance to confusion. So blind, paralyze, and confusion, already very important ones, and he pretty much nullifies it. And of course, a safety bit, you do have petrify resistance as well. But that's where Gilgamesh's helmet comes in handy, because Gilgamesh's STMR does have petrify resist as well. So it would be best in slot for Rain, regardless. Let's see here. I want to do a little feature on him because I think he is just way too cool. I want to kill him with an LB. I want to see if I can do all missions. And realize this, that he does have his defense and spirit up, his mana wall. Now, obviously, in the next turn, he's going to do Bushido Freedom. And I'm not going to try to hit him too much, but basically, I want to use just counters to defeat him. Mark of Flames, this is a 7-star skill here. Yeah, 7-star skill, it reduces fire resistance by 50%, but it also adds fire element to physical attacks, 5 turns. So being a tank, it's always really cool to have like all these different things he can do. He can buff the whole team here with Ignite, set himself up for 5 times finisher attack at the end. He has Entrust that 7-star, which makes him super good. Like, this is why I love Mercenary Ramza, but he's so much better in that sense. But of course, he's only a physical tank though. Mark of Flames, like I said, 50% fire debuff. And because you can't break a Gilgamesh whatsoever, going with the Imperial route is the best way to go. He's going to do Gilgamesh transform, and he's not going to hit me, so I won't be countering, which is good because I want him to survive just a bit longer. But I do have myself imbued with fire, and of course with the Man-Eater or Dark Deathbringer. I am going dual elemental right now. And if you seal Gilgamesh's fire, you'll also seal his MP drain, which is really good. Molten Armor, let's do this actually for this turn here. Molten Armor is increase fire and earth resistance by 75%, 3 turns to all allies, and then mitigate damage 80%, 1 turn to caster. So it's kind of like Astro Guard and Wilhelm's cooldown ability, but it has 80% damage mitigation instead of 90%. He should be doing really nothing to us, but I'm afraid that we will kill him too quick though. And Jeremy Jackson, thank you for the support, man. I mean, obviously, the more times you hit Demon Rain, the more he counters, so the stronger he gets. Now, I will be able to kill him with all missions here, just doing his LB right now. Because I do have his, I just potted his LB like right before recording this anyway. So it's a level 30. The power doesn't really come from the damage itself. It's a 10.9 times fire damage, but also reduces fire resistance by 104%. It's an Imperial, so that's why I really wanted to get that, because fire is a pretty popular one to use, and for a tank to have like such a great Imperial, it really makes him a lot stronger. Before we finish him, because I don't know if I want to do another run at this, before we finish him, I do want to talk about some of his other skills. I think some other skills won't be really used. Power Break, for example, is very outdated. I kind of wish that they had enhanced Power Break just a bit. It's a 1.2 times physical attack, but it has a 15% attack break, 3 turns to 1 enemy. The very notion that it's only a 3, like it's a single target first off, but then it's only 15% attack is very unusable. So I almost felt like they could have swapped something out, and I think they could have used like something else and enhanced Power Break itself, because I think without that enhance you can't really use it. Whereas Ignite, we don't really need the buff. So Ignite does a 40% attack and magic buff, 3 turns to all allies, but that's without enhancements. And then with enhancements, you get an 80%. So it's like, it's not really that good anyway. It's a 4 turns as well, but also enables for 3 turns 2 skills for Demon Rain. One of them is with the fire finish that I was talking about. I think it's Demon's Wrath or Inner Fire. Let me double check here. Demon's Wrath is the 5 times physical damage mod. Actually, maybe we should do that. Maybe I'll run this one more time. And then Inner Fire does an increase of spirit 80%, 5 turns to caster, but also recovers MP. So he's MP sustainable. He has Entrust. He has physical cover. He has a really strong provoke, 3 turn. He's just really good all around. He doesn't look like he doesn't even have much. I actually might use Demonic Surge in my next run here. So let's just finish it off with the Limit Burst just to show you. So here we go. I mean, that's pretty strong. I mean, 250,000 damage, and Gilgamesh has 1 million HP, so that's about 25% of his HP just with his LB. You know, if you go with like solo Noctis, most likely you would run him as an evasion unit. But because Rain is so strong, his defense, passives, etc., you don't really need evasion at all. And he's still really good. So let me go with our companion again. Let me try out his other skills to finish off this feature. I'm actually gonna nerf him just slightly because I think he's killing him way too fast. I'm gonna nerf him with Odin. Not really a nerf. Let me swap out Man-Eaters. We're gonna do significantly less damage, but it still should be okay. Let me swap out the Man-Eater Plus here. I want him to survive a bit longer, so we have more chance to talk about him. I'm gonna give him Tomb Raider. Let's give him more HP, and I also do need that TDH. And Dark Aspirations, I'm gonna remove this. I'm gonna give him Large Sword Mastery instead. So 1521. We replace the Man-Eater with more attack. Actually, you know what? No, it's okay. I'll keep it with Deathbringer here because I do like the sprite. I love the sprite of Deathbringer. All right, so let's go. Let's try it again. So 3 runs. First one was a KO. Gotta remember it. Gotta keep it. Jagan's blooper. All right, here we go. Now I'm just thinking about like other trials that Demon Rain would really shine in. I think the doll trial, the Calcabrina trial, for phase 1 he might be really good. Now arguably he could get wiped anyway, but I'll have to test it out. I haven't tested it before. Alright, so first turn I'm still gonna do my 50% damage mitigation. And because it's 3 turn, it does give us a lot of flexibility here. Again, this holy skill is the one that usually causes confusion, but it doesn't really matter. And yeah, of course, I actually forgot to say that Demon Rain has a not just a really strong counter. He has high critical rate chance. So he has a passive skill here. Let me show you here. I mean, obviously you could read this all in the wiki, but it's really cool, I think, to feature it and to actually talk about it. So one of his passives, counter, and I +1. So this one. So, innate, without it enhanced, it has a 30% to counter with a normal attack. 30%, right? So with counter +2, it has a 40% chance to counter. And it's a 3 times damage mod with a 30% crit rate. That's why sometimes when you see me countering, it's all of a sudden he just does like a lot more damage, like takes a lot more yeah, cuts down a lot more. And also, he has a passive at 6-star called Demon's Revenge, which increases counter chance by 150%. Now, it's not that it stacks. I believe that's not how it works. I think that the counter physical attack is still 40% chance, but the 150% it means it counters 3 times instead. So it's a 40% chance to proc a 3 times counter. So every time you actually hit him once, he actually counters 3 times. I think that's how it works, because I don't think it's a 150% counter chance plus 40% counter chance. I don't think that makes any sense. And he doesn't counter all the time, so I think it's a 40% chance to counter 3 times. I think that's how it works. Yeah, and a Demonic Fury, this +2 is also really cool. increases HP by 30%, and then increase attack and defense 120% when HP drops below 50%. So actually, maybe we should try to get that procced here. I'm gonna do Molten. Actually no, Mark of Flames. No, Ignite. I'm gonna do Ignite first. Show you guys the finishers. It's 5 times. I should be able to do almost 50% HP with the 5 times actually. No, not 50%. Maybe 15. But I don't have myself imbued with fire, so it should be okay. I don't want to kill him too fast. And here he's gonna do his Bushido Freedom. We've already passed this threshold. Alright, so here we go. So we should have... Yeah, there we go. Demon's Wrath and then Inner Fire. So Inner Fire is the boost spirit by 80%. Now he's not supposed to be a magic tank, so I really don't see the reason for this. Unless he's just about to, like, you know, counter some kind of like physical... maybe single target. Single target magic attacks. This might come in handy actually. But it's only 80% spirit buff, so it's like better to run a buffer outside anyway. But let's use Demon Wrath here. So this is a 5 times skill, so it should do about 15%. No, 10%. There you go, Bushido Freedom. I'm not gonna do his LB, of course. I want to wait for Demonic Surge here. It buffs Maneater as well. One more turn. We went past 2 thresholds, therefore he did Bushido Freedom twice. Okay, so Demonic Surge, so this is what I was talking about as well. Demonic Surge, 150% attack and magic, 3 turns to all allies, and then boost the Maneater aspect for everyone. Both attack and magic. So you can see right now I have a 1700 attack, and if we do this, it should be way stronger. So let's go Demonic Surge. Oops, Demonic Surge. So we already lost our damage mitigation. So it's at 1863. Now do keep in mind that I'm not at maximum attack build here. Oof! I died. I needed that damage mitigation. Failed. Alright, let's keep that damage mitigation up. One more chance. Batsilla's like... pay respects to Demon Rain, man. And Pikachu. Alright, let's do this. I might give him a Titan. I think Titan has more defense and HP passives. Let me give him that. Try that out. Blooper reel. Yes, blooper reel. A showcase without being really, you know, really finessed. Showcase how he can die. Showcase what you not to do. Okay, guys, that's the lesson. That's the lesson. Let's do it. 50% damage mitigation. We'll keep this up. 3 turns. So every 3 turns, we'll keep it up. Let's see what else he has that we can bring up to the table here. And again, like I said, he's all around very, very impressive. He does have Ignore Fatal Damage actually at 7-star, level 120, called Demon Lord. I love this aspect. 100% to ignore fatal damage when HP is above 1%. So that's pretty good. That's like Lucid Lenses, or I think Wilhelm has the exact same. But so like I said, he could be like a mini Wilhelm. It'll actually work. So let me go and you can't break him, so it doesn't matter. Let's do Mark of Flames. Let's imperil and imbue ourselves with fire. Batsilla says, making me want to try for another. Man. I know, man. I mean, this is why I had to go for more Halloween pulls, because I really want a Demon Rain. I mean, he could do everything Mercenary Ramza does, pretty much, except without the status ailment protection. But he does cover all the really nasty ones already. Blind Paralysis and Confusion. I mean, that will help him be unhindered in his counters. But then, of course, he is vulnerable to disease and whatnot. So, I mean, every tank has their, you know, their own niche, of course. I'm gonna use Molten Armor here. Actually, no, this is 1 turn. He's gonna do Bushido Freedom. I'll set with Ignite. Let's do it. So, next turn, I'll do my damage mitigation since he's gonna do Bushido Freedom. I'll do Molten Armor on this turn because it's an 80% damage mitigation. Yeah, he really needs that Petrify. Hey Kuta, man, welcome to stream. Oh no, he has 2. Alright, I went past 2 thresholds. Alright, so let me go and let's see here. We could do Demonic Surge, but I think I need my damage mitigation, otherwise we will die. So I'm gonna do my 50% damage mitigation. And maybe if we do drop below 50% HP, we could proc some of his skills here. I think he has one where he buffs himself really high. Yeah, so like 120% defense buff. Alright, he's hitting pretty hard, as you can see. But the damage mitigation is really saving us. Alright, this is under 50% HP, so I should buff myself on the next turn. So he should be way stronger now, my Demon Rain. So this is under 50%. Yeah, 1190 and 1700 attack. I think that's his buff. That's Demonic Fury. So increase attack and defense by 120%. So that's as high as he can self-buff. I don't think he can go any higher. Let me think. Let me see. Oh, you know what? I just realized something. In his 7-star, he actually has a passive, and I didn't see this before. He has a passive that can increase defense and spirit by 30% and attack by 50% when you equip with a sword, a great sword, hammer, and a mace. So obviously you want to stick to those. I think that's all of the weapons that he can equip anyways. So let me double check. Yeah, so that's pretty awesome. So basically, as long as you equip a weapon to him, he gets a really awesome passive right away. So it doesn't matter which weapon you use. So you can swap with, like, you know, different weapons for different effects. So whether for killers, for LB fill, for HP. I'm thinking about Sledgehammer right there. All this other stuff. For mace, maybe you could use what's her name? Lilith's TMR. Actually, with Item World enhanced, that could be a really strong one for him if you were going for a very, very tanky build. But otherwise, yeah, that's pretty impressive. We getting new 7-star batch next week then? Possibly. I kind of guessed it was about next week or the week after next week. Alright, see, let's go buff Spirit. No, we wanna make sure we can kill him. But I need to make sure I can survive. Wait, do I have a damage mitigation? I do. Okay, so I think we should be okay. Let me see. Maybe we'll still die. Let's do Demonic Surge. Ideally, we should kill him right now, but just in case. But I do heal some HP back every turn. Oh, he does Bushido Freedom again. Okay, so maybe we could try to use damage mitigation with guard. No, he already... Yeah, he doesn't have it. Let's do it. You want the best in slot armor for your OK from Fallen. I see. Alright, cutting it really close, guys. But with that damage mitigation, it really helps. Like a ton. But he should die now, straight from counters. There you go. Overkilling by counter. But anyways, yes, my point was that I think Demon Rain is going to be the new fun carry for Gilgamesh Kai. So yeah, so newbies no longer need to ask for a full Evade Noctis. You could just run Rain. And technically, if you wanted to ensure your carry, you don't even need to go with that much high attack, because Gilgamesh won't get any stronger than what you've seen there. So technically you can build him. I'm gonna quickly do a theory crafted build here. Build him like a Wilhelm. So let me swap this out. I mean, obviously it would take longer to counter, but I mean he can do still pretty good damage as long as you buff his Man-Eater, or someone has a Man-Eater ability. But you know, let's take a look at this. So I mean, because he has a equipment TDH defense, so technically he can become pretty strong. So that's 1000 defense right there. And let's say we do want this. When Lauren is released in 7-star, we'll have her STMR, which probably will be one of my favorites on Demon Rain, because it's a 170 attack with a 20 defense, 20 spirit. And if I item world that, you know, depending on what I get, I might make it where there is some defensive and attack passives. I don't know yet. I'm not quite sure. But you could make it that way. Demon Rain's STMR would probably be in best in slot in this case, because it also gives him HP and TDH defense, which I don't have, so I can't showcase that. Otherwise, that would be pretty good as well. Tomb Raider we could keep for that TDH, but with as a HP and LB fill per turn. Let me swap out. Let's see, what do I have that can be kind of good? I think in this case, Dark Aspirations come back, so Night Delete is STMR. Let me see what could build him as. Because Knight Delete is STMR again with Man-Eater and 30% HP and defense and attack. It's like really pretty much best in slot. One of the best in slot items for Demon Rain here. Thinking about other ones, other materia that we can use. Storm 6 Pride Dark. I think Storm 6 Pride Dark could be swapped out. Let me think. Do I have anything else that's higher? Maybe H Armor Arts. Let's see. It's a 30% defense, 30% HP. As you can see, yeah, 1900 HP here. Buster Style is something that I don't think we need to swap out. We won't get much defense back. But let's see if we do let's say a Pat Recall. We're gonna lose a lot of attack though. That's the reason why I don't want to swap it out. But let me do, if I do a Patriotic Recall. Yeah, actually it's not terrible. It's not terrible. 1000 attack, but 1200 defense and 20,000 HP. And I mean, this is pretty good. I mean, but it has, of course, it has his TMR on as well. Yeah, I mean, this is pretty good. I would say this is close to Wilhelm level. Now, arguably, I do have a lot of STMRs in here. No, only one STMR here. I'm proud of myself. I'm proud of myself. One STMR in here. You only have 120 attack and equipment, so it's not too bad. Right. That's true. Yeah, that helps a bit. I mean, this is where I think, yeah, with the HP and defense. So let's run one more time Gilgamesh here. I know this is getting kind of old, but I don't see how well he can tank now. With Titan, we don't really drop too much because my Titan is higher level than my my Golem. So I think I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna try it one more time. This time it's tank build, so solo with tank build. Wasting a lot of energy for this, but I think this is worth the experimentation. Definitely need to theorycraft a couple more tank builds to be able to actually take on a couple other trials. I think he should be able to do quite a bit actually by himself, but like for like Typhon and Othros, I think I would need something like, I don't know, maybe some more elemental resistance. I'll have to see. Okay, let's do this. Solo venomous vines? Yeah, right. No, Unreal Levy made that request. He might actually be cool for that one too, but I don't see any. I think he still needs to be possibly he still needs to be evasion. I'm not quite sure actually. Maybe if there's like a strong buffer, defensive buffer, he might be able to take all of Marlboro Phase 1's hits. I mean, that's not terrible. That's not terrible at all. That is not terrible. We're gonna buff up here. We're gonna keep our damage high. So yes, you can go with way more HP and defense, have more survivability, and still do really good damage. I mean, that's like no damage at all. But of course, we do have our damage mitigation. Yeah, because his critical hits are what really skyrockets his attack. He already has his LB, and I mean, if I do his LB right now, we'll imperil him even more. He'll do Bushido Freedom. I think he'll do it twice, so we can do we can go one more here. Let's do Ignite. So what am I at right now? I'm at 1000 attack here. 1200 defense. And on this turn, I'm going to use a Molten Armor. Actually, yeah, I'm going to use Molten Armor on this turn. So now, yeah. If you have a good breaker, he'd probably be okay. Oh, good breaker on Marlboro, right? Possibly, yes. True. We'll do Demonic Surge here. It's way quicker, honestly, way quicker than using Noctis' solo. Because, I mean, You can look at this. This is pretty quick. Actually, I want to kill him with my counters instead. LB kill is not satisfying, but the counter is awesome. So let's do that. He has Man-Eater now with Fire Imbue, Fire Imperil on Gilgamesh. Wow, 5,000 HP. Is that an HP attack? Because I keep seeing him do a lot of HP. That's an HP percentage based attack, I think. That's awesome. Mostly what I like about Demon Rain is his sprite. His sprite is just awesome too. Like, Draco Laswell is really powerful. Draco Laswell is kind of cool too, but Demon Rain just looks awesome. Those horns and that sword. Dang, dang, dang. Alright, I think I will end this here. Ding, he's dead. Well, this is 3 for 2, guys. 3 for 2, because Gilgamesh killed me twice. So, this is payback. Embarrassingly, this is payback. Anyways, I'm gonna end that video there. It's just a little feature on Demon Rain. Again, very, very happy that I got him. He's just spectacular. Currently I'm debating whether or not I should be polling for his STMR. but I'll have to see. I have 3 Demon Rains at this point. If there's a Unit Prism available in the Blender feature later, that would be ideal. But I don't know. I don't want to bank on that. I don't know. I'll have to see. Anyways, I'm going to end this here. If you guys have Discord, check out the Discord server. Follow me on Twitter and subscribe to YouTube if you haven't. As always, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time.